we're going to be practicing our awareness, not only awareness of the body, but awareness as the body. Rather than looking at the body as a vehicle or a thing that we're relating to, we're really shifting our awareness to being the body. Rather than looking at our consciousness as something separate, which is what we've been taught our whole lives, in the Western world at least, is that there is the mind and the body. Instead, we're shifting back to a more fundamental way of relating that sees the mind as an arising from the body, the same way that a healthy body emits warmth. A healthy body generates consciousness. So, without further ado, we can take our posture, whether you're sitting in a chair with your feet flat or sitting on a meditation cushion with your knees bent. The posture that we're looking for really begins in the pelvis. The pelvis is shaped a bit like a bowl, and we want this bowl to be level. Now, when we're walking, a lot of us deal with anterior pelvic tilt. That means it tilts toward what most of us consider the front surface of the body, tilts forward toward the belly button. But when we sit down, we have a tendency for posterior pelvic tilt, which means that for a lot of us, the pelvis will dip backwards toward the back. So in order to find this nice level pelvic posture, you want to find a place where your knees are resting lower than your hip joints. So if you're sitting in a chair, usually that means coming toward the lip of the chair. It may even mean letting your feet slide below you, perhaps simply resting on the balls of the feet, so that the knees are slanting downward from the hip joints. You may also find that in order to accomplish this, you need to add an extra pillow underneath you. Either way, I recommend not using the back of your chair, but instead sitting upright on the edge of your chair. This is going to give you more benefit from your sitting practice, although admittedly in the beginning it may feel more difficult. And if you like to sit on the floor, if you are sitting on the floor, you want to use a cushion that's quite firm or multiple cushions, again, to give you that lift. It's not so much like sitting crisscross applesauce in grade school or elementary school, where you'd simply sit on the floor with your legs crossed. Often doing that will make the knees kind of butterfly upward. And instead what we're looking for is a really solid posture where the knees are resting on the earth. To give you an idea, the meditation cushion that I use is thick foam, very solid, and it is almost 9 inches tall. And that gives the lift that I need. Next, we're going to be doing what I call swaying practice. And I get this from the palm trees in Hawaii, where I used to live. And they are designed for very heavy winds at times. Palm trees live in tropical places, usually coastal, where there can be some very mighty winds. And so they're designed to sway back and forth and forward and back. And we're looking for that same kind of strength in our own spine and in our own posture. So to begin with, forward and back, just leaning forward a little bit, leaning from the hips, hands resting on your legs, not supporting yourself with your arms, just noticing as your back muscles tighten at your kidneys and at your shoulders, and particularly at the back of the skull, the bones being clenched upon by the muscles holding up the neck and the heavy head. And then we can lean back, again bending at the hips, and feeling as the muscles on the front of the body tighten along the belly, the abs, chest, and even up through the neck. You may even feel this in your forehead as it pulls on the bands of fascia that lead up to the forehead. And then leaning forward again, and now kind of begins the swaying, kind of moving back and forth between these two extremes. You're looking for that perfect sweet spot right in the middle. If you close your eyes, you'll get a really lovely experience here. Forward and back, smaller and smaller movements until we're just making micro movements that might not even be visible if someone were looking at you from the outside, but you can feel it looking from the inside. See how small that movement can become, so you're still feeling that rocking, almost like you're just feeling the liquid inside of your vessel sloshing back and forth, very gently, with each rock forward and with each rock back. You're rocking deeper down into your cushion, into your seat. You're rocking deeper into the earth and into your roots, just like a palm tree. And keep your awareness open for a sense of bliss as you do this. Right in the middle, there's a space of openness, and blissfulness, and relaxation. That is your body's natural posture. And then we'll go right and left. So beginning by leaning toward the right side, feeling that weight driving into the right hip, down into that ischial tuberosity is the name of that particular bony landmark in the pelvis. Feeling that weight sinking into the seat, feeling the left hip come up off your cushion, and feeling all the muscles in the left side tightening to hold you up from falling. Really just noticing all of it, noticing the tension in the shoulder and in the chest, down along the side of the belly, the ribs. You may even notice the tightening going out through your arm as your arm subconsciously attempts to aid you by holding on to something. And up through the neck and the head. And then we'll relax and come back toward the left, leaning over the center line and tilting toward the right. Again, sort of bending from the hip, although as you lean, it's going to bring that right hip joint up off the cushion. And feeling all those muscles in the right side tightening as you're leaning toward the left. You may even feel the glutes tightening in the leg. Again, trying to hold on, trying to help you. Up through the belly, rib cage, shoulder, neck. And then we'll come back to center, letting that hip come back down into the cushion. And begin our swaying practice right to left, just gently moving in smaller and smaller degrees between the right side and the left side, looking for that place, that sweet spot. You may feel it every time you pass it. This delightful, delicious place of balance. movements become smaller and smaller till they are imperceptible to the naked eye. But you can feel the shifting of your energy within your body. And with each rock, rocking deeper into your roots. Deeper into your roots, and almost contradictorily, as you drop into that root, an energy you may feel wells up in the spine, up toward the head top. As you relax and release into the central channel along the inside of the spine, things open, and as they open, energy flows. And this is one of the amazing and natural gifts of meditation, is opening us to that energy from the earth, which our body is designed to channel. Swaying practice is a grounding practice and a centering practice. And as such, it is very good for the nervous system. This is something that you can do regularly before meditation, or even just if you have a free moment in your day, wherever you are. Pretty easy to do it in the car, pretty easy to do it at work. And you may notice as you do it, little shivers of energy may run through your body at different points. And those little shivers are similar to the way an animal will shake. Or as the song goes, shake it off. Yeah? We're all familiar with this. It's a fundamental part of the biology of mammals that going through physical existence means that we encounter difficulty. And one of the ways that we can release that out of our tissues and out of our nervous system is through shaking. And the swaying practice is, in one level, in one sense, a very slow version of the shake. But it's not specifically designed for that, because as we have mentioned, it's about finding our center, that point of stillness between all polarities. But it's one of the wonderful added benefits to this practice is that stress relief and that release. And then once you do that, once you find your center, you're in a perfect position to drop into a deeper level of your awareness. I like to use the visualization of an elevator carrying our awareness down from the head, where we usually reside, down into the belly, into the dantian. The dantian is also called the point of origin, or the hara in Japanese. Corresponds to the second chakra. And we're looking for a point about 2 finger widths below the belly button and about 3 finger widths inside the body, tucked in on the inside of the spine. This point of origin is both literal and metaphorical. So literally, it is the place where the first 2 cells merged, the egg and the sperm. And those 2 cells split and became 4, and those 4 became 8. That happened right here at this point of origin of your body, and everything else, the nervous system, heart, mind, it all arose like a fiddlehead fern unfolding from this point. So this is a very primordial point of awareness, and it taps you in very deeply to your awareness, to your consciousness. It's also your center of gravity. People who are into cars know that the Jeep has a very high center of gravity, so it can roll a bit easier than some other vehicles, which is actually one of its benefits in off-roading. It's kind of easy to roll it back over. In this practice, we're looking to drop our center of gravity rather than puffing up the chest or leading with the head or leading with the belly, or relaxing the breath into the belly, dropping the awareness into the belly. And from that place in the lower belly, we're still feeling those micro movements. It's one of the great misnomers of meditation, is that it is a practice of stillness. It is not a practice of stillness. It is a practice of life. And life is never still. Life is always moving. We are sitting for meditation. That is accurate. This is not a movement practice in that sense. But it is a movement practice in the sense that we are with the body, and we are feeling the heartbeat, and we are feeling the breath rolling in and rolling out from the lower belly. And we are allowing those inner rhythms to sway us, to move us. Again, imperceptible to the naked eye. If someone were watching us, we would indeed appear to be still. So we have our base, we have our knees below our hips, this strong foundation. We have our root, we have our center. We are perpetually relaxing and falling inward from every direction simultaneously. And that is holding us up. We have the upwelling of energy, and it's important that we have that to uplift not only the skull, but also the rib cage. So take a moment to drop into your sternum, into your lower ribs. And I want you to visualize a level with a little bubble of air and a pocket of water, just like you would use to hang a picture. This level is left and right through your body at the height of the sternum. And it's also forward and back, making sure that there's a level to your ribs. A lot of us have the tendency to let the ribs drop forward, and then the lower ribs come down on the internal organs, crushing the liver, crushing the spleen, crushing the digestive system. Instead, we want the ribs to be upright and open, heart open, chest open, shoulders rolled back and relaxed, elbows dropped, weight of the arms dropped and relaxed. And what this will do is open up the back of the neck. Energy flows up. We relax down. As we relax down, more energy flows up. In Tai Chi Chuan, they say that it's as if your head top were suspended by a golden thread, and then the spine is dangling like a strand of pearls. And I like to imagine that we have our own personal star that we're connected with. So visualize that above you, high above you in the heavens, this one bright, shining sun that is specifically yours. And from it is extending this cosmic ray, this golden thread connected to the top of your head. It's beckoning, it's lifting, just like gravity. It's lifting you up, it's pulling you, it's calling you. Connect with that star, and your golden thread now. And then maintaining that awareness, return to the lower belly, breathing in the Dantian. Now, where is your breath coming from? You could say you're filling the lungs from the air in the room around you, but you're also breathing in qi. As you're breathing in, visualize that you are breathing in the light and energy from your star, from your sun, filling the lower belly. And then as you breathe out, offer any of that excess energy down into the earth below you, down through your legs, down through your root, down through your tailbone, through the perineum. And now as you breathe in from the earth. Receive that welcoming, soft earth energy. Breathing in that relaxation, filling the lower belly, letting it mix with that light of your star. And then breathe out and offer that deep, rich energy of the earth up the thread, up to your sun, up to your star, up to the light. And again, breathe in from the star, that energy, that heavenly cosmic energy, into the lower belly. And then out and down into the earth, the very core of the earth, the very heart of the earth. You could visualize the earth as black. You can visualize your star as white or bright, bright, bright yellow. You're mixing these energies of yin and yang in the cauldron of your lower belly. Deep breath in from the earth into the lower belly, softness, compassion, the very essence of compassion, the very essence of supportiveness. Exhaling up the thread. And then breathing in from from your star, breathing it down the thread into your body, to your skull, into your whole body. Yeah, not just the lower belly. It fills the lower belly. It's channeled into the lower belly, but it's permeating through the whole body. Every single cell is humming and vibrating, resonating with this energy as you breathe in. Exhaling and offering excess energy to the earth, pouring that beautiful white light down into the earth below, feeding Mother Gaia, watering the garden. And breathing in that mountainous strength and power of Gaia, strong earth energy, soft, compassionate earth energy. Expanding the body, all the tissues. And exhaling again up into the heavens. Go ahead and just breathe in this way at your own pace. Holding the visualization loosely, just being aware of the earth below, the star above, feeling your body, feeling it swaying with this movement of life through you. Beautiful. And then relaxing, letting go of the practice altogether. Thanking that star, thanking the earth, thanking the makers of your cushion, thanking your ancestors for your body. And just resting, just noticing the quality in your body, noticing the quality in your mind. We call this formless practice. No form, no visualization. It is the easiest and the most difficult practice, simply being with what is. Thank you, my friends. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for prioritizing your own spiritual development. And this energy, this practice, it shifts you. And as it shifts you, it shifts your community and the world. So I'm just sending a ripple of that appreciation out from my heart to yours, to everybody else in our lives. Thank you for joining me on this journey.